Hey everyone, we're back for chapter 23 of the Adventures of Will Irving, Automaton Trouble. Here we go. I wish you didn't have to go alone, Emily said with a look of deep concern. You don't think your big brother is tough enough to handle those guys? Will said jokingly as he threw a couple of small punches into the air. Emily smiled slightly. Come here, Will said as he pulled his sister into a tight embrace. It was 8 p.m. on Friday night. Will had 1 hour left before his meeting with Mo. It would take him no more than 45 minutes to reach the warehouse. He felt like spending every one of those spare 15 minutes holding his sister. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine, Will consoled as he held Emily. I'll be back before you know it, and Claire will be with me. Will slowly pulled back from Emily and was surprised to find that it seemed as though he was the only one fighting back a tear this time. Emily smiled at him. I'll see you guys when you get back, Emily said confidently. Will gently touched Emily's chin and then smiled and nodded. He then turned and walked over to the front door where he paused to take his jacket from the coat rack. With his hand on the doorknob, he turned back to Emily, who was watching him intently. I love you, Emmy, Will said endearingly. I love you too, Will, Emily returned sweetly. Will thought he caught the sound of a slight sniffle as he opened the door and walked out onto the front porch. He smiled to himself as he shut the door behind him and then made his way to the car where Hank and Max were both waiting. You sure about this? Hank asked with a look of concern as he scratched the back of his head. We've already been over this, Hank, Will stated firmly. I have to go alone. Besides, I need you and Max to take care of Emily for me. Who knows what Mo has up his sleeve? That's what I'm afraid of, Hank replied. You got your gun? No, I'm not taking it, Will answered nonchalantly. What? Why not? Hank exclaimed. Are you crazy? It won't do me any good. You know that. They'll just search me and take it, Will explained. Besides, I think it'll show Mo that I'm on the level. On the level? Hank said loudly. I see your point, William, Max interrupted. Perhaps he's right, Henry. He isn't there to cause trouble, and he hasn't done anything wrong, so why should he be worried? A gun would only indicate fear, suspicion, doubt, and the like. Whatever, Hank conceded with a sigh. If you think it's best, then don't worry, Hank, Will encouraged, putting his hand on Hank's shoulder. Will got in his car, shut the door, and then rolled down the window. Everything will be okay. You'll see, Will called out the window as he started the car and began to back out of the driveway. Will waved to his two friends and was about to drive away when he saw a little face peeking out of the curtains of the large living room window. Will smiled and waved at Emily, and she waved back as Will drove off into the night. And that is chapter 23. We'll see you next time for chapter 24.